Hi guys, Mr. Hill here with our English lesson for today. Today we're going to be looking at making predictions from details that have been stated. So they're actually written in the text and implied. So if something's implied, it's something we've worked out from what's written in the text. So I've got a nice image for you here. Have a look at it. It's a boy fishing off a rock and he appears to have caught something rather large. So what we're going to do, write down your ideas. So you can pause the video, write down for me, what kind of monster is this? Okay, written down your ideas. Let's move on. Another question for you. What do you think the boy is actually trying to catch? Pause the video here to write down your answers. Okay, got your answers now? Let's move on. What is the monster going to do next? Pause the video and write down your answer. Okay, I think this monster is a swamp monster. I think the boy is trying to catch fish, and I think, or I predict, that the monster is going to jump out of the water and eat the little boy. Those are my ideas. So I predict that something might something because something. I predict that the monster might eat the boy because he's hungry. I think something will definitely something since something. I think the boy will definitely be shocked since he was trying to catch fish even. It's quite likely that something due to something. However, it's also possible that something because something. So we could have, it's quite likely the monster's going to eat the boy due to the fact that he's hungry. However, it's also possible that the boy might escape because the monster can't run on land. So, same questions again. We're going to use those key sentences we've just been through. We're going to look at the next image. What do you think is going to happen next and why? So that's the important bit. Why is it going to happen? So we've got our key sentences. I predict that something might something because something. I think something will definitely something since something. It's quite likely something due to something. However, it's also possible that something else because something else. Pause the video here and have a go at answering your questions. Okay, we've looked at making predictions from writing, or from pictures even. Let's have a look at some writing. Here is the blurb from The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. I'll read it for you. Nobody Owens, known to his friends as Bod, is a normal boy. He would be completely normal if he didn't live in a graveyard, being raised by ghosts. There are dangers and adventures for Bod in the graveyard, but it is in the land of the living that the real danger lurks, for it is there that the main man, or the man even, Jack, lives. And he has already killed Bod's family. Pause the video here and see if you can find some questions that you might want to ask of this text. Okay, I found some questions that I would like to share. I wonder who Nobody Owens, aka Bod, is. I predict he isn't a normal boy because his name is very strange. I wonder why he lives in a graveyard. I wonder if the ghosts are his parents. If so, does that mean Bod is a ghost? I predict that this might be a horror story because there are graveyards and ghosts which are scary. Dangers and adventures. These words make me feel like this might be exciting to read. Wonder who Jack is. I wonder why he killed Bod's family. So based on what you've read so far, what does the blurb suggest the book might be about? Use evidence from this text to support your answer. Pause the video here to have a go at answering the question. Got your answer? I predict that the Graveyard Book might be about Bod trying to find his parents' killer because the book has dangers and adventures, which means it might be like a detective novel. So I've got the blurb from a book called Beowulf by Michael Morpurgo. Hear and listen well, and I will tell you a tale that has been told for 1,000 years and more. It may be an old story, yet it troubles and terrifies us now as much as it ever did, for we still fear the evil that stalks out there in the darkness and beyond. We know that each of us, in our time, in our own way, must confront our fears and grapple with this monster of the night, who, given a chance, would invade our homes and even our hearts if he could. So, from reading the blurb of Beowulf, can you answer these questions? I predict that something might, something because. I think something will definitely something since. It's quite likely due to something. However, it's also possible that something because something. And as another bit of a challenge for you, make your own predictions just from looking at their images for each of these characters. Might be a good idea just to go back a few seconds and reread that blurb that we shared with you before to help you answer these questions that you've got. Good luck. I look forward to seeing your answers, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next English lesson. Take care.